you're okay?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so Peter said there are none. We'll move on to adoption agenda. Can I get a mover and a second to adopt agenda?
I'll move.
Moved by Al, second by Eddie. So I'll call the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So passed. So move on to number 5, adoption of minutes. Can I get a mover and a second for ROR 7-2023? Minutes from Monday, May 29th, 2023.
So moved.
Moved by Al. Second by Eddie. Just got somebody else attending the meeting, Cindy, so just be a second. Probably Chris. Oh, hey, what did Dave?
Get in here. It's all your fault.
Never mind, you.
Just got a couple more people from the city attending, Cindy.
Hi, Sydney.
Hi, Dave.
Why are you late?
We got what you
Normally start this time. This is Jacob Tedesco.
did. Hi, Jacob. Good to meet you.
He's potentially going to fill in for Stephanie Jarvis. Her departure.
Oh, your granddaughter. Oh, I know the boys too.
Okay, so we got a couple of attendees from the city here also, Cindy.
Sorry, Councilor Whalen. Can you just read everyone who's in that room, just since there's no photo for the minutes?
Okay, so we got Al and Eddie and myself like we originally had.
Okay.
Dave Valnelli.
Jacob Tedesco.
Jacob Tedesco.
Perfect. Thank you.
And then we got Mel in the car on the phone.
Perfect.
Okay, so get back to our number 5, our adoption of minutes. We moved by Al, second by Eddie. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And so moved. And correspondence, we don't have any, so we'll move along to the subcommittee business. The number 7.1, the task updates. So we got a few things I want to run everybody that they know where we stand and just what needs to be done yet. So as of right now, do you have a final head count on the tickets sold?
Marcia said that probably the 5 that you had asked about today, we were at about 205 tickets.
205, okay. And is there any stragglers room yet, or Marcia?
Not that I know of, no.
So if we have 1 or 2 between now and Friday, most halls we went to, they were able to allow us to go 1 or 2 up over and above.
She needs to let Amicis know, I think, tomorrow morning.
Okay, so we'll talk to
Hello?
Marcia. We'll let everybody know by email if
Yeah.
anybody has any requested. A couple stragglers, I'm sure, hopefully won't.
Okay.
We've got a ball game tonight, so I will just tell everybody, like, if you want tickets, get them first thing in the morning.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay,
I think they've all got them, but you always got somebody straggling.
sounds good. And the final edition of the program. Everybody for chipping in and getting some spelling. And thanks for the eager catch there, Cindy. It was appreciated. You're not even thorough, which was surprising. So anyhow, thanks to everybody who chipped in now and did some critiquing of it today. The only thing that has to be changed yet, I think it was
You're
Chris that
going
said
in and
that
out. I can
we have
hardly
a
hear you.
basketball on the front cover. There was only 1 basketball player, so it'd be nice to get some baseball. Okay, speak up a bit. You're good on this end, Nella. And hopefully we'll be able to
Okay,
purchase
yeah,
some more
you're
tomorrow morning.
you're breaking up on me.
Nella, yes, probably your reception on that. And can you are you driving towards Thorold? Hopefully it'll get better when you get close to us.
Sorry,
No, I'm
Councilor
in my
Whalen.
driveway
It's also breaking up on my end, your connection.
Are you?
Yeah, we can try proceed and see if it gets better. If not, we can just have someone call in.
Okay. Is your phone in? Your phone in? We'll get Al the phone in. Maybe we could duplicate it in both.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I wish I had Marcia here. Some of these questions she knows, which I don't know what we know or not. Does anybody know who's going to be working at the door on Monday night?
Myself and Marcia.
Okay, Marcia and Al. Okay, perfect.
I think Marcia's working at the door.
Yep. Did you break up and Al reply to that, Nella?
I think Marcia's
So-
working at the door because of the Eventbrite
Okay, so Marcia
site or whatever.
and Al will be there.
As far as I know,
also.
she's working. Yeah, as far as I know, she's working the door.
Okay, hold on a second. Get Al to move in. Get the
Yeah, I'm working on it.
So Alan and Marshall, will be working at the door. What time? You'll be there, Al? Door opens at 5:30, so.
I'll be there a little before 5.
Okay. We'll pass that on to Marcia also at 5 o'clock. Is everybody else okay to be there close to 5 also, so we greet people?
Yes. Are you still there? Hello?
Hi, Counselor Decker. I'll just join separately, so I think they're going to try call in since it's breaking up.
Okay, because I can't hear them at all.
Yeah, Al's on there too.
Okay.
Nella, can you hear us okay, or is sitting without breaking
No,
up?
it's gonna break. No.
Just want to mute the microphone.
Mute that one. Just mute the microphone.
So I believe if you unmute it on Al's phone and have it muted on the main one, it should work. Right now it's showing both are muted, so we aren't able to hear anything.
Okay, how's that?
That's better.
Are you getting an echo?
Yes, there's a little bit of an echo.
So mute that now.
Yeah, you're muted. Maybe just turn the volume on that one.
And then I'll go get my 8-year-old granddaughter to fix it.
See, I can log off our video, audio, video, we just go by phone.
Sure.
Should be good. We got Chris.
Are we good now?
Yeah, it sounds good on our end.
Okay.
I think Chris just joined also. Chris, can you hear us okay, Chris? No?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Perfect. Thank you. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. We're having technical difficulties, so we're just doing it by phone now.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
All right.
Okay, Chris, we're just going over the duties for Monday night, see where we stand, make sure everything is in working order before we get there at the hall on Monday night.
Sounds good.
So Marcia and Al will be working the door. We'll get there, if we can all get there close to 5, just so that we're there when the crowd shows up, that'd be appreciated.
Yep.
And Chris, I was thanking everybody, especially yourself also, some of the critique you did of the program. Thank you. It looks like we're pretty well there now, so.
I was in editing mode for something else at work, so it was all together.
Perfect. And the only thing that has to be changed, I was gonna try to have some time between now and was the print tomorrow to change the front cover from basketball to baseball or hockey.
It didn't matter. It was just a one-off comment. I was just thinking out loud. It doesn't have to change if it's too much work.
So as we get here also, I'll send everybody a copy of the new program, just to show where we stand and we're all ready to go. That's just a draft copy of the preliminary 180. So, and then we just spoke to Dave. Him and his crew are going to pick up the trophies and the plaques from Santino at the Impact Promotion.
Okay.
Can you pick up I'll have the programs here. Can you pick them up, take them to the hall? And we have them.
If not, I'll get it.
We're right there.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be perfect.
That's it to do.
So, and then again, after, can you guys pick everything up, take them back to the arena on Tuesday morning?
Okay.
So we'll touch base with the hall to make sure that they're not there for you, So for 6 days to go, anybody else got any, the meals, everything's ready, the final head count? One thing, Nella, maybe you can answer this question. Is Marcia going to be doing the seating arrangements prior to the weekend?
I can send her an email.
I think that was Al, were you in on that also? with
Yeah,
Marcia?
they're almost, it kind of, Eventbrite kind of does it for you, because as you check in, you're with so-and-so, or you're with so-and-so, so it starts to assign tables. And then that's what happened last year. And then it was just a matter of, Eddie comes in, he goes, oh, I'm supposed to be at this table. Okay, so we just do some switches.
Just do we not have to designate what tables, like,
It'll tell you, it'll break it down. So you're going to table 12, you're going to table.
but do we have to designate where table 12 is?
It will be, there'll be a map and
Okay,
everything.
so that's, we have to get the map of the hall.
Yeah.
and seating arrangements.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just one thing request was Lucas Zoll bring his 97-year-old mother.
Yeah.
She's early on the schedule so that she can, I don't know, she probably can't stay for the whole night. So
He asked me if we can get it all first.
yeah, plus if we could have her probably close to the front also, I'd probably,
Okay, yeah.
probably appreciate it. That's just one of the requests that we can help with.
You got it, movie, Steve?
Yeah.
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 I spoke to Marcia today.
Mhm.
And I believe she said the tickets were at 210 tickets is what I think she said.
Okay, it's 205, so they're up to 210. Perfect. So
I think that's what she said, 210. So
did she mention anything about a couple stragglers towards the week, or is that definitely no, or is that a possibility, Chris?
so I asked her the same thing because I guess I forgot to tell Sean Millett he was speaking. I know he was doing the write-up, but I forgot to tell him he was speaking. So I told him today. So he's got to grab a ticket. I think she said that would be fine. She was going to confirm with the Michis, I believe, on Wednesday or Thursday, the number. She'll probably buffer that number by a couple just to make sure.
Good idea. So
she-
usually half a
Yeah.
dozen or dozen stragglers straight towards just before the event. So that'd be great. So
Yeah,
His name-
generally add probably 10. Generally add probably 10 meals just in case. So,
okay, just will they charge us for us? That's the other side.
well, they may. You may have to message Marcia and see what number she's going to give them. So,
You're looking at
Yeah.
another probably $300 if we have 10 seats that aren't taken.
yeah,
Plus another years too. We usually have tables that aren't fully full. They all but are paid for. People don't show up. So
yeah,
okay,
yeah, that'll
we'll
happen
touch,
too.
okay. So touch base with Marcia tomorrow. Make sure we know.
Yeah,
What, we'll let everybody know.
And I'll be going in this year tomorrow. So.
Sounds good. So, and then Chris, we may mention about the other program too. All the spelling and everything has been corrected. So the fellow you just said is fine. We put the E on the end of his name.
And we got
So-
the Dennis and Dennis Morris fixed and all those items.
Everything's
Perfect.
100% completed. Yes. So.
Perfect.
And then
I do have a question about the program.
yes.
So Nella had sent me an email today, and I'm not sure, Nella, maybe you got back to me. The check for the advertisement, do I deliver that check to city council, to the city, or do I give it to you folks at the bank?
They're being paid for the city this time.
Yeah,
So
if you can give it to Tim or to myself, just
Okay.
because I've been collecting them and giving them to Maria as I collect the last of them.
Perfect. I'll touch base with you, Nella, after the meeting and find out where I can drop it off to you.
You want to drop it off here, Chris? I've got a few more for Nell at the same time that we can get them all to her towards the end.
Okay, sounds good.
And Nell,
That
if
would be
anybody
great.
else,
Thank you.
a couple stragglers have to pay. You're having to drop them off here. If you want picked up, no problem there either.
Yeah, I just
I got
have 3. I just have 3 left to pay. So
Okay, so we're almost there. Great job on that too.
Yeah, thanks, Noah.
The problem was this year, you sold too many.
apparently we needed another page for the advertisements.
You
That's all
did some
But
scrambles.
he managed to squeeze them in. So
Well, it was a good squeeze because we had a lot of dead space that we don't have dead space anymore, which is even better.
yeah, that's okay.
Okay, just go over some of the inductees and the introductions that everybody knows what's what. I've got a sheet here. I only got one. Do you guys want a copy or are you okay? I'm gonna just read them off. Okay, so Lucas Zola is going to be introduced by Eddie Pizzo Jr. Eddie knows, right? Ed, okay. The throw league track of one of the coaches, Stephen Clyde. He knows that he's going to do that introduction. Fred Matheson, Marcia, and Sarah Miller, I believe.
Yep. That's correct.
Okay, the Thorold Secondary School rowing clubs get introduced by their coach, Joe Cosby. So I'll have to touch base with him. So I don't know who's going to do the acceptance if he's doing the introduction. So I'll touch base with him, let him know that. Allie Settons with the female of the year is going to be introduced by her mother, and she'll take her award on. Ryan Meow is going to be done by Al. You're okay with that?
Yeah.
The senior baseball team is going to be introduced by Carmen and accepted on Aaron's behalf by Al. You get the whole show. This is good. So,
Carmen Trophy.
the trombone award is going to be introduced by Chris. You confirmed this one, Matt Bassett and Scott Dickinson. For Gene's Trignell.
Sorry, say that again.
Just don't say for who.
No, everybody knows now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
A city councilor spilled the beans on that one, so Gene knows he's getting the award.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that was our understanding that they.
So Matt Bassett and Scott Dickinson are still doing the introduction.
Did anybody touch base with them?
I think Marcia was the one to arrange that, wasn't it?
Okay,
Chris,
so when I see Marcia tomorrow, I'll
just confirm
ask.
that. Corey Youngos is going to be done by Sean Millett. Is that how you
Yeah,
pronounce it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Millet, or me, if you want to go real French, you could say Miette, but yeah, Millet.
Okay, so whatever's easier. So when I introduce him as doing the introduction, either way,
Yeah,
it works, right?
Yeah, he's one of the coaches that has coached with Sean for a couple with Corey for a couple years.
Okay, sounds good. And the Eager
Yep.
Off and the White Awards, do you know whether Mike DeCasperis is coming or not?
Gasparus.
I guess
So
it'll depend. Get a call with EMS, so that'll be a determining factor.
Yeah, I'm not involved on the hockey board side, so I'm not sure if he is or not. Marcia may know best.
Okay, so what touch base with Marcia on that one?
So also both the FPA awards. Okay.
Then the introduction to White Family done by Bob Elliott.
Okay.
And Nella, did you get your email from me that I sent you with respect to the formal installation?
No, I don't understand what that means, so.
Last year, for the first time, we got everybody together at the end of the dinner and the introductions and their acceptance. We got a group picture as well as all the committee there also.
Okay.
So, and then there's a little bit of verbiage, pretty well, you know, the mayor's thank you and congratulations at the front of our program.
Yep.
I documented it up for you, so pretty well comparable to that. So,
Okay.
So Niagara Falls has been doing this for years on there, so it looked kind of nice to have everybody's a group picture together in the formal installation. It won't be as heavy
Okay,
as last
that's
year. Because we had 2 teams last year, so we've only got 1 this year, so it'll be a little bit.
Won't be there this year.
Pardon me?
Mayor?
No, we'll recognize Terry. I would have liked to have been there, but he's in Italy, so he said if he was
Yes,
home.
I will recognize him. He asked me to do that, so.
It's in that letter I sent you also a little bit.
Commissioner, mayor.
No, Carmen's deputy mayor, but I don't think he bought a ticket, so the mayor touched
No,
base with
he's
Nella.
not, he's the deputy mayor and will not be joining us, but Terry asked me to do a congratulations on behalf of the city.
So Nell's gonna act on behalf of Terry there that night, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to talk about? We're pretty well
I'd
there.
like to ask about this, Grace. I'd like to know who instigated this Grace? Where did it come from?
So you're gonna find out for it, that he should.
No, I know, but she should know. Do you know where it came from?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Can you answer who made the decision for no Grace? Where did it come from?
I believe it's a city policy, but as I mentioned earlier, I will look into it,
Okay,
talk
so
to
you
Matthew
find
and
out for-
Manoj and get back to you tomorrow.
You're gonna find out for
That's
it's just the chief executive office. We'll find out tomorrow. We'll let everybody know. Okay, anything else anybody wants to talk about? All
I
ready to
got
go?
a question, folks.
Yes, Chris.
Do we have someone lined up to do photographs for the night?
We've got Coach Co's coming, and Chris, did you invite the Thorough News or no?
I did. He knows about it, but I don't know. He never got back if he's coming. Like, I can take photos that night if you guys want.
Okay, well, we've got Coach there. Lots of time he just takes prints off of Coach and does
Okay.
the review of that. So, you know, Coach
Sounds
I got confirmation. They're all on board, so they'll be there. And newspapers,
Okay.
well, real thing of the past as far as them showing up.
Yeah, they usually ask you to send them the pictures later, and then they write the article.
That's great. So you wouldn't mind taking some stills? That'd be perfect.
Yeah, and then I'll send them off to him to get something in after.
So if you guys contact also, Chris, another idea is maybe have him show, he interviewed a lot of the inductees other years or other reporters from the different newspapers.
Okay.
That'd be great if you had some reporting done and some comments off of the record from everybody. That'd be perfect.
Okay. I'll get Bernard on it. Yep.
Perfect. So,
Chris, that would be good as well, so I can perhaps post it to the city's website as well.
excellent.
Yeah,
If
I'll
you
see.
take
I'll see
some
what he
pictures
says. Yeah.
and share them
Yep.
with me so I can provide them on the Thorold website.
Sounds good.
Okay, great.
Okay, anything
I'm
else? everybody
assuming
wants to
we're all,
talk- Sorry,
Tim,
no?
I'm assuming we're all sitting together, right?
I assume so. I don't know if Eddie's sitting with a group of his and then Al's sitting with his team. So we'll touch base with Marcia and I'll get the seating arrangements that we've got for the committee and
Yeah.
see what that tomorrow.
Yeah,
Sounds
that would
good.
be good. Thank you.
I have a question. Is anyone from the city attending the event, like from staff wise? Like, is Megan McCraig attending, or I'm just not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Marcia's got list of the
Okay.
tickets purchased. So
Okay.
yeah. So is there a reason for that? Why you're asking, Chris, or no?
No, because I was thinking they may take some of the photos themselves and do a little thing on the Thorough website as well.
As
That's
far
why
as
was
I know,
curious. That's why I was curious.
as far as I know, it's just myself and Counselor Sentence that'll be there.
And Councilor Hare's got a ticket also, so there's at least 3
Oh,
councilors.
okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Pardon me?
She say Kenny?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, any other ideas or questions from anybody else?
I just have one, I have an email in Stephanie's absence. I have some correspondence with McGee Markets. They're doing the runway rector's bio and photos. Those will need to be picked up and brought to the conduct dinner on the 12th as well.
Sydney, can you update us on that? I think you took that job over. Did you, Sydney?
Sorry, what was it for? It's a little difficult to hear.
The plaques for the ones up to go on the walls as well as the keepers.
No, I
McGee
believe
Market?
Stephanie asked someone from community services to do that. I'm not entirely sure who.
I just need to know how many plaques. I just want to make sure that we have everyone that should be there.
It's just the main inductee, so it's 4 plaques and 4 keepers, yes.
4 plaques and
So let's start up here. These 4, got those there, yes. And this year, we didn't put on the big backing boards that we normally do, because you guys are running out of space down there, right? So, and what, we're still in the works, so maybe get everybody's comments about another subject also, as we're trying to get the Canada Game Center, get a dedicated area for us up there also. How's everybody feel about that? They said I've already started the initial contact with them, so hopefully they'll come back and let us know. How's everybody feel about that?
I'm not sure, Tim, I couldn't hear what you said.
Okay, made the initial contact and see if we can have a dedicated spot to start posting our plaques at the
You're
Canada
breaking
Game
up on
Center.
me.
Can you hear okay now?
Yeah, I got you now.
Okay, so I made the contact to see whether the Canada Game Center will allow us to set up a dedicated thorough site for our runway. So
Okay.
how's everybody, like I said, I'd like to get the committee's
Yep.
idea on how they feel about it first off. And if St. Catherine said they want, well, go for it, all the better. They got a lot of blank walls up there. And the biggest problem issue right now, we run out of space in the lobby of the arena.
I know in the lobby we had, and I think there was discussion about going up top along the
Windows.
along the runway. Is it
At the
be
top of the,
at the top of the
stand.
stairs? Yeah,
Just to, like it's
in
all
the
over
ring. Yeah, I know.
Then my opinion on that, it takes away from,
Yeah.
you do have people that never go up those stairs.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, it's-
So that's my,
I would be interested in the Canada Game or the Ontario Game Center.
Tim, I think that's a great idea. If we can, I think that's a great idea. Since we
Provided
utilize it.
we see
where it's going.
where it's going, because
Yeah.
I don't want to see, that's St. Catherine's, oh,
Right.
rolls under that window.
Yeah, exactly.
It has
Yeah,
to be
you know what I mean?
predominant spot.
Yeah, or convoluted. We don't want to see them run together.
It had to be a predominant spot.
But it's definitely worth, to me, it's definitely worth exploring because.
Yeah, I think it's worth a conversation to have and see what it might look like.
Okay.
It's a conversation.
Yes,
I wouldn't make that.
Yes, no, we'll have to come back to committee once we find exactly where we're going. If they allow it first off, which they should, because we got part ownership in that building.
There's no space in Thorold.
No, it's, or have you seen that now already? Like we're above the windows, above the walls here, it's all over the place, so. Yeah. And the problem is they can't go too low because the kids play ball hockey stuff off them, so I hate them bouncing. Yes. So that's a big
If I
problem.
was doing that, I would put a plaque up there that everybody's at the Thorold arena, put the plaque out there.
Well, see, what they do, if you've been to some of
You know what I
the,
mean?
if you've been to some of the arenas out of town, they have an audio visual set up and they've got display cabinets. They really go to town with this rather than just the pictures. So they could push up a guy who was inducted in 1999. They bring up their whole bio virtually, which is a fantastic idea.
Yeah, I've got a couple ideas on that, but again, it's, we
So
have to
Yeah,
explore.
we can elaborate
Yeah.
even more. So just a thought going forward, a little bit off topic, what we're here for, but just so everybody keeps that in the back of their mind. And even to go further with that, I know what it looks like. The display cabinet in the arena, that's ours also.
Really?
That's a runway cabinet we had.
Is that the one with the goalie pads in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whether we want to incorporate that, leave that where it is, or just do what.
And if there's advertising space at Canada Games.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll push that off to after we get done our due Monday night. We can talk a little bit further, develop it over the summer. So anyhow, no further discussion. Want to call this meeting adjournment at 5
Sorry,
o'clock.
real quickly, Councillor Whalen. just for item number 9, are we not looking to meet again until, is it September of
Okay,
this year
yeah,
that
sorry.
you would start planning?
No, thanks for bringing that. We have to do a rundown after to see the pros and the cons of the meeting. So everybody feel maybe the week after next, get the dinner out of the way next week. You don't want to let it go too long after because you want to run the good and bad out of it. So.
Like, having like the 19th, 20th type deal.
Yeah. So, hey, you're the one that works most. What days are you off? Monday and Tuesday?
Monday and Tuesday, anytime.
Hey, Al?
I can make myself available for either night, doesn't matter.
Christinella, are you okay with that also?
I'm away the 19th and the 20th, and I know we have council on the 20th as well.
Okay, what about the 26th? So give it a couple weeks to wind down.
Yeah, is that a Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday?
Monday.
So Monday,
The
the 26th of June.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as
Monday.
it's a quick, meeting, it's my
Yeah.
anniversary that night. We're going out for dinner, but we're not going out till later. So
Yeah, 3 or 4 hours should cover it, Chris.
yeah, that'll get me out of it. That's good.
Is your driver or what?
Did I hear him saying you work the most?
Oh, he's the only one that's conflicting with work. So,
Okay.
okay, everybody, before we wind down, so we'll schedule next meeting on the 26th of June.
Yep.
And thanks for everybody's help. We'll see you on Monday night.
Thank you.
Okay,
Good
sounds
work.
good.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a good night.
Bye.